I don't think we'd be able to share a dream without a augmentation, without a technological augmentation. I think that the extent of our ability to tether with each other is not, it's just not through tubes, right? That's what the internet is. It's tubes connecting computers on a
series
network.
of tubes.
Oh,
It is.
boy.
It's a series of tubes connecting computers on a network.
That's the process, but the end result is us being able to talk with each other. The end result is something I care about more. But
no, the internet has a lot of depth to it. It's not just a chat enabler, right? There's streaming, there's videos, there's going to be, people are going to be streaming holographics and all sorts of things that we haven't fathomed yet. People are going to be hooking up their nervous system to the internet.
It's going to consume the entire world. You'll be able to,
right. It's going to be a very symbiotic thing, just like your body is full of organisms that don't share your DNA, that you would stop functioning without them. In fact, you would be extremely vulnerable and probably would die if some of them didn't exist in you.
We already know you're a transhumanist, bro.
No, but that's not.
You already know that.
No. That has nothing to do with transhumanism, bro.
But you bring up the same
symbiosis.
point every stream.
No, this is about the fact that you're full of organisms that don't share your DNA. Without them, you would die.
Yeah, I know you've mentioned that a few times already.
Well, thank goodness, because a lot of people don't realize that. They think
right.
That
the idea of symbiosis is it's interesting. I think we all know about that. And your point is saying that like technology is kind of going to reach a symbiosis with humans, or it already has really. That's pretty valid. But what else?
It hasn't really happened, but I think it's going to happen more and more, right? And
I would say that technology, like, you know, it's really essential. Like, it starts with language and how we think and how we can make concepts and how we can have a worldview and, different interpretation of events. Like, so it's inherent, actually, technology. Like, you're talking about the external kind of appearance of technology, the instrumentalization of technology, but it's more profound than that.
This might be going over my head, but I'm not sure.
It seems like it has, yeah.
Well, technology comes from
the
Greek word
that was at odds with what you said.
Well, it comes from
Lev,
I'm not really talking about technology as an aesthetic or.
Well, like Lev here, I think you probably read the book Prometheus and Atlas, right?
Yes.
And and Jason Reza Giovanni, he does talk about this, about the nature of technology, and I think it's a really interesting meditation. Like, what is the nature of technology? Yeah,
techne and logos.
Like, right.
So
and also there's the atlas thing, right? The map creating.
Well, the mental map
remember
creating,
that part?
Absolutely, and which is why, again, when it comes to technology that we have today, my concern is that we're outsourcing a lot of these abilities to external things, which is going to, over time, weaken us as a species. That's my biggest concern when it comes to any of these augmentations. But I'm going to bring somebody right now to the chat, Morse Code, who has no augmentations. No augmentations whatsoever, not even skin.
All bones.
Skeleton. Oh, no.
Will.
Oh, now I get
bony
it.
Boy. Yeah, man.
I get it.
Just happy to be here.
5 spooky for me.
Just having a good time. I'm kicking back, playing Minecraft with my friends on the BTR, not a care in the world.
Sounds great. Yeah, and you were you the one who locked me into the thing, or who was that?
You know, I was meaning to bring that up, Lev.
Yes.
I mean, I think that turned into more of a serious issue than I thought it would be. I mean, it was 3, maybe 4 days you spent in there. I feel quite bad, honestly. And was it JSOMs that eventually freed you?
Yes,
right?
yes, JSOMs freed me. But here's the thing. I only do it when I'm listening to the clips in order to find certain clips to extract, like I was doing today. Otherwise, there is literally no time for me to do this, to play Minecraft, but it is a very beautiful game. And I also built a sky castle, like somewhere in the sky.
You know what? I think I might have seen that somewhere. I didn't investigate.
Yes.
You have to dynamite it now.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but I
gotta
really
go
like
check that
I really
out.
like the idea. By the way, speaking of Minecraft, I did not know this. I only discovered it thanks to you guys that there is an ability to create blocks that would require you to sledge through them. And if you don't have a sledge, forget it. You're fucked. But if you do have a sledge, you have to sledge through them. Like I don't know how long it takes, like 10
Over
minutes.
and
or-
over. I mean, okay, so this is the core mechanic of Civcraft. I mean, it's essentially what prevents raiding. So if you want to have like a secure base, you would secure a block, and you have to break it tens of hundreds of times for it to really be broken. That's what I did to you, Lev.
Yes.
That's the secret. That's the icing on the cake. Is I reinforced all the blocks around you, which made them almost impenetrable and made your prison eternal,
Yeah, well,
or so I thought.
luckily, little did you know, but I was carrying the lots of those iron, what do you call it? Ding, 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 like those.
Yeah, pickaxe.
Yeah,
pickaxe.
I had a lot of iron
course.
pickaxes. So that way, once I figured out, thanks to Jay Sums, that I could actually use these things to escape, I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not stuck here forever. I could actually get out. So that was great. We escaped, and
Glad you're out, Lev.
yes, a good time was had by all. So yeah, I really
remember
enjoy these things.
I remember one time in first year philosophy, there would be this kid that sat next to me. This is years ago. God, this is like 10 years ago almost. He would like have his laptop and he would play Minecraft throughout the whole, like he'd plug it to the wall. It was a big theater too, so he'd like specifically have the plug one. And he'd like play Minecraft throughout the whole lecture. It was insane. Like it, and it would be.
I said I didn't do that.
Oh boy.